Hello everyone, my name is Angelis Cruz and today the title of the speech I will be talking about it's Another Way to Save Life. In health, you go to nurses and doctors, but when it comes to climate and the dangerous atmospheric events, you need to rely on the expertise of the meteorologists. Today, you will be able to learn and relate on how important is the science in general, but mostly for us Puerto Ricans because of the location and events that had happened in the past. I want to become one myself. That is why after thinking of this topic, I realized these people have been saving our life too, and for centuries. That is why I decided to research on the importance with reference to science journals and other articles. So today, I would like to share what I have learned and discovered about meteorology and the role of it in humans, as well as the ways these experts can save our life with prognosis and warnings. To understand the science and experts' role in society and how can they save our lives, we first need to get to the definition of meteorology. In a historical context, meteorology is one of the oldest observational science in human history and perhaps the most relevant to a broad segment of society. According to the Glossary of Essentials of Meteorology, 8th edition, this is a study of the atmosphere and atmospheric phenomena, as well as the atmosphere interaction with the Earth's surface, oceans, and life in general. This science involves math, physics, and chemistry, so it's pretty complicated, but worth it. A meteorologist needs to know many details, and it is the specialists that study processes on Earth's atmosphere that cause weather conditions. The most important centers that these scientists can work in the United States are National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) and federal agencies such as NASA. On the other hand, in Puerto Rico, some of these workplaces are the Servicio Nacional of Meteorología and the Observatory of Arecibo. With this comes a big responsibility, and there is a role that the scientist has when it comes to health, tourism, and sports. Many of us have canceled our plans to the beach, river, or a birthday because the forecast says it will be a rainy day. When it comes to health, tourism, and sports, a change in the weather can affect positive or negative way. Climate conditions will also result in a change in the quality of food, air, and water. It can affect those who are allergic to. Living on the Iceland with a bipolar climate is something you and I can relate. Puerto Rico is a pretty destination at the Caribbean that tourists look forward, but they do not know how changed it is the climate in here. That is when the role of meteorology comes, because they must warn those people of where places they can or cannot go. With sports, there can be major dangers. That is why it is important to have meteorology to know when, where, and in what conditions a sport event can be made. We cannot deny that doctors and nurses are heroes, but so are the meteorologists. They have a role in an impact in many aspects of society. We all have seen many bad news of tragic deaths in rivers or surface at the beach because they don't follow the warnings of the scientists. And we can also relate with the deaths caused after the Hurricane Maria and earthquakes at the beginning of 2020. As the famous sayings, it's better to prevent than to regret. Meteorologists have a big responsibility because they are the ones working hard to predict and warn you. The Weather Channel is a big community where the meteorologists work and provide valuable information. So, being able to learn and understand these warnings and prediction, it's important, mostly when climate is something that can change fast. Now, I will tell you 5 ways meteorologists save lives, according to the article of the Weather Channel. First, they give early warnings with forecasts. They identify key areas of interest. For example, if you live near the ocean, they monitor records because they keep an eye on weather across the earth. They get the word out quickly, staying up all night to maintain the society safe. And last but not least, they use technology to fasten the process of communicating, and they're still working on better technology tools. Meteorology has a positive and safe effect on humans. The science itself involves a lot on its back. They have effects on things that people do daily, and the experts of it can save the lives by warning and predicting the weather. I hope you all, like I did, expanding your knowledge about the science. Behind a hurricane, there are a lot of experts trying to figure out how much this will harm your country. And behind those allergies you might have for exposing yourself on the Sahara's power, remember, there are websites and news that warns you on the effect this can have on your health. So, follow the forecasts and recommendations of the science of meteorology, because, unlike history, meteorology does repeat itself. Thanks for your attention and stay safe.